Okay, so what I'm doing today, I have these prints that I did with the 3D pen stencils, and I decided to add some embellishments to it. So what I'm using colored pencil, but I'm not using my good colored pencil. I'm using Crayola colored pencils to just add to it, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing any pen work or anything like that. But this one this is the same stencil. It looked like this one, only it was much darker than this one came out. So this one will come out brighter. But what I did is I'm using the Crayola pencils, but I'm adding Vaseline to them. I'll show you what I'm doing. Let me put some pink down on this one. Find my pink one. Pardon the noise, but I'm going to sharpen it real quickly. Okay. Now I'm just dipping it in the Vaseline, pulling it out. I got a paper towel here for any excess. I don't want any globs of it on there. I don't see any real globs, but just a light tap to get rid of any globs. And the thing is, you can get, now I'm not hardly pressing down at all, and yet you get the good vibrant color. It's almost like turning it into an oil pencil is what it's doing. And I'll show you the difference on a plain sheet or a segment of paper. Okay, we'll use the corner of this one since I'm going to cut it up anyway. But if you take, let's say take a green pencil. All right, now this is me doing light pressure with just the pencil. I put it in the Vaseline, tap off the glob, so you just gotta skim it. Now this is me doing light pencil. I'm not pressing down any harder than I was a second ago, but can you see how vibrant that is? Sometimes when I work with colored pencil, by the time if I'm trying to get good color, deep color. Oh, and the other thing is, once you're done, wipe that off, because this is a solvent and it will eat away at your lid if you leave it on there. I've been using these with Vaseline for quite a while, and they're all just fine. When I'll do a picture and I want nice deep color, after I've done the picture, my hand is killing me from having to put all that pressure on it. This keeps you from having to do all that pressure. I'm putting almost no pressure on this, and I'm still getting a nice vibrant color, as you can see. And it stays on, the Vaseline stays on for quite a bit. Just keep rotating your pencil, just like you would normally. I'm not trying to do anything. Oh, and another tip is, I'm doing this over a book. This book has like a linen texture, and when it's just like doing frontage. I keep forgetting how to pronounce that, but when you scribble over a textured surface, it will leave the texture onto your drawing, and I find that I like the texture you get when you do this instead of a flat board under it. So that's what I'm doing. But as you can see, it's still going dark. I mean, considering it's pink. And you can do a whole section before you have to dip it again. And you can tell when it's getting ready to dip, because it'll get pale. Yeah, see, it's getting paler. And that's all you need to do. And see, now it's darker. that I just dipped it. But it's a really good technique. And I'll show you how it goes over colors too. But I'll finish this up later. And now you don't want any globs on it, but look at the sheen that it gives your, I don't know if you can see in this light, the sheen that it gives your drawing. See that? But I'll show you how it looks over other colors too. Oh, I don't want pink for him. Let's throw some blue over the background and see what happens. I'm just going to dump my pencils out, since I don't keep them in any order in the package anyways. Alright, let's do a dark blue. And pardon the noise. And you're just wiping off any sludge. Let's do it over here where it's dark. See what good coverage you get? And I'm just doing basic back and forth. Now I know you can't see it, but I can see the texture of the linen and what I'm doing. You probably can't see it from where you are, but this camera's not that good. I'll come in for a close-up and see if maybe you can see it. No, you're not going to be able to see it. But anyways, take my word for it. You get a texture from doing it over the linen book or whatever you choose to do it over. Let's see how nicely that covers. Oh, time to dip. And see, you can already see the difference where I dipped and didn't dip. And I'm using the same pressure all the way through. I'm not pushing down hard at all. Not at all. You can see by doing this how that orange is peeking through. But you're getting a lovely depth of color to that. I really like that. I don't know what I'll do with the rest of it, but see the lovely depth of color I'm getting? So this is something you can do with prints that just didn't work out. Pardon the noise. Sharpening again. Dipping again. And wiping again. This is something you can do with prints that just didn't work out too. I mean, they don't have to have a stencil on them or a picture on them. You can just, because I'm thinking of my next project. This came out an absolute disaster. And I'm thinking of going in with some white and maybe using these pencils to bring back the form in that. It just came out terrible. But as you can see, that brings out the stencil. You're not losing the picture. And you actually can blend one color over another this way. Just leave it light over there and come in with some purple. Now, make sure when you're done, you wipe off the Vaseline. Do I even have a good purple? What's this one? This is magenta will do. Pardon the noise. I think this magenta is one that keeps breaking on me. Every time I pick it up, it's broken. And I'm dipping it again dipping it in the Vaseline, wiping it off just a little bit. Now we'll come over here and we'll We'll blend the magenta into the... See how nicely it blends? Stays nice and intense. And these are, like I said, these are cheap Crayola crayons. I mean, cheap Crayola pencils. I don't do this with my regular pencils, not because I'm afraid to hurt it, because these Crayola pencils are probably a year old and I've been doing it and it hasn't hurt it yet. See that nice? I am going to do that this way. Bring the light up with it. Watch me dump all my pencils on the floor. Pencils up here. Bring the light up with it so you can see how nicely that blended. Can you see that? How nice that blending is. Pardon for the bad lighting and everything. It's just too hot outside to be working in the studio. I do have air conditioning out there, but it only will go so far, and when it's 100 degrees in Texas, I mean, even the air in the house isn't doing that well. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this purple over here, because you want to bring the stuff through your picture to give it continuity. Now see what that does? That brings that out. I might just leave him the same and just do a different color on the bottom. I don't know. But see how that can make your stuff pop? I mean, like I said, this one here was just like only darker like that, and you can see how nice it is with the colors and how nice this one's coming out with the colors. But that's what I'm doing today. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do the whole thing. It's a very short video, but like I said, it's hot outside and it's hot in here. So thank you very much for viewing my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the like if you like it. That helps my algorithms. And if you want to be notified, then subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified when new videos come out. Thank you very much, and you have a lovely, lovely day.